So a lot of comments on social media and videos and stuff about how slow it's been this week. I've been slow. Usually I try to be at $800 going into the weekend, and I'm at $737. I'm below my goal for the first time in a while. So I'm experiencing it too. Don't feel lonely. One reason why I think it's so slow right now is the app. My buddy says, and I've heard it on I've seen it on other social media sites, that they're not getting their mileages on every delivery. On Monday, my app was paused 10 times in 2 hours. Not by me. I think they were affected by the same thing that maybe Facebook was affected by. It doesn't seem like I'm getting a good signal sometimes. One thing I noticed, and this is something new, there always used to be a question mark at the top, and now there's a red help. So it looks like they've updated something, and maybe that's affecting the app. That's a guess. I'm not a IT guy, but they're definitely having app problems. There's no doubt about that. I've experienced it. My buddies experienced it. A bunch of others have experienced it. That's one reason I think it's so slow. The other reason why I think it's so slow right now is that they've hired a bunch of new drivers. I know I already work for DoorDash, and I've gotten at least 5 emails recently trying to get me to come work for DoorDash. So I think they have to hire a certain number of drivers consistently and constantly to get them hoping that they'll do all those deliveries that none of us will do. And then there seems to be people on social media, and this has been proven that this happens. Not maybe in this case, but in lots of other cases. There are certain people on social media that constantly try to promote doing every delivery. That somehow you'll get better deliveries if you do every delivery. I mean, when you really break that down, it makes no sense. Zero sense. Do bad deliveries so you'll get good deliveries. That makes no sense. None. Zero. Don't listen to that. That makes no sense. Think about it. You're doing a bad delivery so you'll get a good delivery? Makes no sense. I'll tell you why real quick. You could have gotten a good delivery while you're doing the bad delivery. And don't try to be a top dasher. The only advantage to it is you can schedule any time. The area I dash in is always wide open, or I shouldn't say always, but on a regular basis, real regular basis. And those two reasons too are why this job isn't sustainable over a long period of time. The 5 reasons why this job isn't sustainable, I'm going to add these 2. 1, no benefits. 2, your car's not going to last forever. I just got an oil change. We do our best. I do keep my car maintained. I don't ignore lights, stuff like that. Seems to be okay right now. 3, to make really, really good money, you need to either work a split shift or work, all day. By all day, I mean from probably 10:30 in the morning to 10:30 at night, 11 at night on the weekends. If not just a little bit later, But if you work those hours, you make a lot of money. You're not going to want to do that forever. Now, I'm going to add 4, the app. The app has all kinds of problems all the time. All the time. And 5 is that they have to hire a certain amount of drivers. They have to keep that flow of drivers coming in because I think they need those new drivers to at least start out taking every delivery like most of us do, to cover enough of them. I'm sure drivers fall off a lot too. So there's always going to be a bunch of new drivers, and if the business, let's say that enough drivers don't fall off that week, they're still going to hire that many drivers. And I think I would think they've hired a bunch of drivers. A bunch of drivers are probably also entered the market since double employment's over, stuff like that. My buddy, who's a construction worker, thinks it's wintertime, it's probably going to be more drivers, So how can we combat that? Hopefully you're multi-apping. I was on a Grubhub waiting list. They finally emailed me and said they're ready for me to sign up all the way. I recently signed up all the way. So I'm going to have Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. I'm not going to run 3 apps at a time. I'm going to run 2. I'm going to really give Grubhub a chance. I've heard some good things about them. So give them a chance. I can't imagine not doing DoorDash. I have a strong positive feelings about DoorDash. There'll always be a place in my heart for DoorDash. They kind of saved me through a really tough time in my life. So I'm grateful for them. But do I think DoorDash is a sustainable job, full-time job over a long period of time? No. It's an amazing fill-in, like if you're between jobs, and I think it's an amazing, side hustle. You gotta be doing more than DoorDash. Because let's just face it, my car can start. Please don't do this, but my car can start blinking right this moment, saying, "Pull over, your car is gonna crash," whatever, not crash, but break down. It's just a red engine light. That can happen anytime, and then what? Something to think about. So, why is it so slow? I think there's 2 reasons. One is the app, and 2, I think they've flooded the markets with a bunch of drivers recently. I know I never got all these emails about driving for DoorDash until very recently. So there's been a driver hiring push for 100% for sure. Those are my 2 thoughts. It's Friday. I should be in my area. What time is it? It is not even 10 o'clock. I should be there close to 10:30. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. It's Friday. I need to make 300 plus. That's my goal today, to make 300 plus. I feel good. I took off yesterday, got a little bit of rest. I'm ready to go.